Look down at our home. Right now, Earth is a perfectly balanced system of deep blue oceans and lush landmasses, a habitat calibrated to keep us alive. 1 billion years from today, that balance vanishes. You'll find a sterile, baked brown rock where the surface temperature sits at 47 degrees Celsius, nearly 120 degrees Fahrenheit. We're conditioned by movies to expect a dramatic end, a massive asteroid strike or a rogue supernova. The reality is a slow, methodical suffocation. This chart tracks the sun's temperature over the next billion years. Our star is slowly burning hotter, gaining about 1 degree of heat every 100 million years. It is a steady upward march that eventually pushes Earth completely out of the habitable zone. Because this heat increase is driven by the inescapable laws of stellar physics, the death of our planet is a mathematical certainty. The clock is already ticking. Increasing solar radiation disrupts this carbon cycle flowchart, causing an atmospheric breakdown. This triggers a global die-off of all plant life. Our food web's base disintegrates. Herbivores quickly starve out, and carnivores follow suit, leaving continents completely devoid of animal life. Long before the oceans boil, this microscopic chain reaction in the atmosphere will turn every landmass into a silent graveyard. At this stage, the oceans become our final refuge. A handful of hardy marine species might cling to survival in the deep water, but as temperatures push past 47 degrees, even the oceans begin to boil. The water evaporates into steam, leaving nothing but a jagged, dry seabed. Fast forward another 9 billion years. The sun finally exhausts the hydrogen fuel in its core. It begins burning its outer shell and violently expands into a red giant, swelling to massive proportions and spewing volatile plasma across the solar system. This bloated star will engulf Mercury and Venus before reaching Earth, vaporizing the planet until nothing remains but its raw iron core. This is a total physical erasure. At this stage, sheltering underground or waiting for a cooler cycle is no longer a physical possibility. Because Earth's expiration date is hard-coded into the laws of physics, humanity has only one option to survive. We have to find a new home. Mars is our closest neighbor, and as the sun warms, the red planet might briefly enter the habitable zone and become more hospitable. But this is a temporary reprieve. Eventually, the same solar expansion that destroyed Earth will turn Mars into a desert too. True survival requires interstellar migration. We will have to cross the vast distances of our galaxy to populate entirely new habitable systems in far-flung star clusters. There is a radical alternative. We could upload our consciousness into machines, choosing to live as pure artificial intelligence, free from the limitations of biology. Yet even a digitized existence requires a physical anchor. We would still need humans to build the distant colonies and maintain the energy solutions required to power the servers. Earth was only ever meant to be our cradle. If we want to exist long enough to witness the deep future of the universe, we will eventually have to leave our home behind forever.